This isn't just about Asia getting her shoe, Asia being only the second African-American woman to have her signature shoe with Nike. It means a whole lot to me, especially being the first. I don't know if I thought there would be another Black female athlete to get a signature shoe, and to see that happen and to be around to witness it. I think of all the little girls out there who can dream and have goals, to know that those dreams can become a reality. It touches me in a special place.
It all started last May when AJ Wilson said she felt she wasn't being marketed properly, hinting that race played a role and suggesting that Caitlin Clark gained much of her attention because she's white. Now here we are a year later, and the conversation sounds almost identical. This is the same player whose signature Nike shoe reportedly disappeared from shelves almost instantly after release, yet she continues making the same kind of remarks. And remember, she's considered one of the league's biggest stars. To be clear, none of this takes away from how talented AJ Wilson is. Her ability on the court is undeniable, and there's no debate about the level of skill she brings to the game.
Of why there's only one team and one player in the league that draws all the ratings and the rest of the players don't. Because fans, regular sports fans, are very aware of the identity politics, the virtue signaling, and all the rest that has come out of the mouth of these players over the years. Regular sports fans are very aware of this being an activist basketball league. And there was never a reason to watch, because you don't want to support people that you hear this kind of crap from all the time. It's nauseating. The NBA's drop in ratings because of statements just like this as well.
Statements like these can make some fans less interested in buying merchandise or showing support, because many people feel exhausted by the constant focus on these topics. From that perspective, it helps explain why so much of the league's attention and viewership seems centered around one team and one player, while others struggle to attract the same level of interest. A lot of casual sports fans see the repeated conversations around identity politics and social messaging and feel disconnected from it. In their view, the league has started to resemble more of an activist-driven product than purely entertainment or competition, and that has pushed some viewers away because they simply want to watch basketball without the ongoing political commentary. Some critics even point to the NBA's ratings declines over the years as evidence that audiences can lose interest when social or political debates begin overshadowing the sport itself.
I mean, the NBA's having a little bit of a ratings rebound, and it's because Adam Silver actually did a "we're not going to get into that anymore" kind of declaration right before the beginning of last year. So here we are, A'ja Wilson doing it again. This is Outkick. WNBA star A'ja Wilson continues to make wild claims about race. Las Vegas Aces star is a dominant force in the league, but she also invites a lot of controversy and criticism for stupid comments.
The NBA has shown some improvement in ratings lately, and many people believe part of that came after Adam Silver signaled before last season that the league wanted to shift the focus back toward basketball instead of non-stop political or social debates. Now critics feel AJ Wilson is bringing those same conversations back into the spotlight once again. According to Outkick, the Las Vegas Aces superstar continues making controversial comments involving race. While nobody questions her dominance on the court or her impact as one of the league's elite players, some believe these kinds of remarks create unnecessary backlash and controversy around her image.
Specifically, Wilson appeared to have an issue with the attention Caitlin Clark, the woman responsible for elevating the league, received after joining the Indiana Fever. She told the Associated Press following in 2024, when talking about race and marketability, quote, "I think it's a huge thing."
AJ Wilson reportedly expressed frustration over the massive attention Caitlin Clark received after arriving to the Indiana Fever, despite Clark being widely credited with helping drive unprecedented interest and visibility for the league. During an interview with Associated Press, Wilson linked the discussion to race and marketing, arguing that Black women often do not receive the same level of recognition or promotion, regardless of how dominant or accomplished they are on the court.
My God. Quote, "It's 100% about race." Wow, she got drugged last year over this. And now she's doubling down again. And it's one of those things where we can sit there and we can say all the time, but there's always going to be somebody that's like, well, no, you're just making it about race. Well, you are. So Wilson told the New York Times when talking about race and marketability.
Some observers point to differences in viewership numbers when discussing player popularity and marketing appeal. They note that a WNBA semifinal matchup between the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty reportedly drew around 850,000 viewers last season, while a preseason exhibition game in Iowa featuring Caitlin Clark against Brazil was said to have attracted about 1.2 million viewers. From there, some argue that marketability is closely tied to popularity and public appeal. As an example often cited, Shaquille O'Neal is frequently mentioned as one of the most commercially successful retired athletes, with endorsement deals spanning brands like Papa John's, Icy Hot, and Frosted Flakes, contributing significantly to his overall earnings after basketball. The broader point being made in this perspective is that athletes who connect strongly with audiences tend to secure more sponsorship opportunities, though interpretations of what drives that connection can vary widely.
It's important to point out that Wilson has a deal with Nike. Her signature shoe sold out within minutes of hitting the market. You'd think she'd be happy with all of her success, especially because few WNBA players have big endorsement deals. But clearly, that's not enough. Michael Jordan is a billionaire in large part because of his relationship with Nike. LeBron James might be woke and insufferable, but he's also probably the most recognizable athlete in America. The list goes on. The idea that American consumers won't buy products tied to black athletes.
Some commentators point to the long-term endorsement success of athletes like Michael Jordan and LeBron James to argue that race is not a barrier to major commercial success in sports marketing. Jordan is widely regarded as the most successful athlete in endorsement history, with deals spanning decades, while LeBron continues to earn substantial annual income from sponsorships in addition to his playing career. From that perspective, some argue that differences in popularity and marketing outcomes are more closely related to public appeal, branding, and perceived likability than any single factor. They believe these patterns show that highly marketable athletes can come from any background when they strongly connect with audiences.
It's so comically stupid, it's hard to believe it's a serious argument. Agreed. Who did this? Who? Yeah, my boy, David Hookstead over there. Okay, so we'll get to some reaction from that because people are like, come on, give me a break. But before we do, let me point out something.
Brazil didn't show the same reaction to Angel Reese as they did to Caitlin Clark. There were no post-game photo lines, no standout praise, and no viral moments tied to Reese. Supporters argue this contrast shows how much attention Clark commands, claiming she changes the atmosphere whenever she steps on the court in a way others currently do not.